If you have dated several foreigners, you have 1,000 friends online or more than, or have other parts online that could put you in a very negative light, you need to clean it up. Never, and I mean never, be disrespectful in your tone of voice and mannerism towards your man. As an example, so this video is especially for my Filipino sisters out there who are searching for a good foreigner. So what is a good foreigner, you say? Well, that's for a different video, but seriously, on this one, I want to cover turn-offs for foreigners. So some of the private messages I received are from Filipinas asking where they can meet a foreigner, how to meet a foreigner, and most importantly, how to keep a foreigner. As you know, any average looking Filipina can get a foreigner for a short term, but that is no accomplishment, as a lock that is opened by any key is basically worthless. More on that later. So here are 5 points to be aware of, and then at the end I will summarize and add some very important information to bring it together. So watch to the end for the most important points. To meet a foreigner, you have to go where foreigners are, or you have to meet them online. No matter where you meet them, you will soon be asked on a date, so this is where I will start. The first date. First is being on time. Foreigners and their culture is that things are done on time. The bus is there, run on a schedule, not like here, when the bus fills up and they leave. Everything is on schedule there, and being late is considered rude. In some cases, very rude. So why on earth would you show up late to a date? This will be a very bad start. Rather than being late like most Filipinas, if we are being honest with ourselves, we should be on time or even get there a few minutes early. That way, you make a good impression, and if this guy is a catch, it will differentiate you from the girls he has dated before. Remember, you would not like it if this man did not pay for the date. You would think it was disrespectful to you as a Filipina. So it is the same way for them when a Filipina is late. So be on time. The second one is dressing in skimpy clothes. So how should you dress for the first date? Of course, this depends on what you are trying to achieve, but my goal here is trying to show Filipinas how to win a heart for the long term and not the short term. This, of course, also involves how you present yourself on a first date. And as they say, first impressions are the most important. So why do many foreigners come here to look for long-term relationships? Well, unless you have been living under a rock, they are looking for a traditional wife, and I have to really emphasize that. So that also means dressing traditionally. No skimpy shorts, no low-cut shirts, preferably a flowy skirt. And these are some of the examples. With some skin to make yourself appealing, but not slutty. And this is a very fine line. Here are some pictures that, in my opinion, would get the job done. And if you use makeup, make it minimal. Not too much, just enough to enhance your features, and just little enough that people don't notice that you are wearing makeup. And oh yes, and one more thing, and this is very important: put your phone on mute. Hell, just switch it off when you are on a date, because constantly looking at your phone or chatting with a friend is a red flag. So please put away the phone. The third thing is you have nothing to say. Okay, so now that you are on a date and this person is sitting across from you, how do you capture his interests? Well, you look the part, you're cute, sexy, but traditional, and now you have to talk. And what do you talk about? Well, I would say keep it light but intelligent, because if you are really into this guy, which I have to assume you are, do some research about his home country. And if you have chatted with him, you should know what interests him. Do some research so you have something to talk about. Just keep it light and humorous. The fourth one is social media. After the date, of course, you guys will chat more online, and if he really likes you, he will want to see you again. This is where things can get difficult, depending on who you are, of course, and he will naturally start digging into your pasts, wanting to know about your family, wanting to know who you really are, not just who you present yourself as. And this is where it can get difficult for some, and I emphasize some. And if you have dated several foreigners, you have 1,000 friends online or more than, or have other parts online that could put you in a very negative light, you need to clean it up. And I am not saying that you need to be deceitful. But again, if he's a good guy looking for a long-term relationship, it means he left his country to get away from non-traditional women or modern me women. And if you are presenting yourself online as a girl in all kinds of sexy poses with minimal amount of skin, then most likely he will see you as a short-termer or a girl for fun and nothing else. The fifth one is money. Most foreigners have heard about scammer women in the Philippines, and even the faintest smell of you being a scammer can push a man away. You might not even intend it to sound that way, but he might perceive it that way. Why? Well, again, they are looking for genuine women who like them for who they are and not what they are. If you come across as needy in the financial realm, always having family problems, he might just move on. So don't talk about your family needs. Your family is not his problem. Men understand that women are indirect, and if you talk about financial issues with your family, they understand you are asking for money. So don't ever do that. Never bring up your money issues with him. And also, if it takes you to a restaurant, never order the most expensive thing. And before you order, always ask if you can order the dish that you want. That is showing respect to the man. And talking about respect, that's point number 6. Disrespect. Never, and I mean never, be disrespectful in your tone of voice and mannerism towards your man. As an example, and I have seen this with my own eyes in Dumaguete. When you are on a date, do not, and I cannot emphasize this enough, look at other men. This is so disrespectful. Keep your eyes on your man and do not belittle him in any way. Show this man respect and pay attention to his conversation on the date. Remember the little things he says so that later on you can say them back to him and he will understand that you are paying attention. So before you meet this foreigner, you need to put yourself in a position to meet this person. And in my opinion, it is much better to meet in person than online. And the only way to do that is to put yourself out there. If you are in the province somewhere, there might be little to no opportunity. So think about maybe moving to where the foreigners are if you have the opportunity and the means. If not, then you will have to do it online. Hopefully, you meet your dream guy the way I did. Never give up on your dream. Be feminine, be respectful, and do the right thing. And most everything will fall into place. Hopefully, this will help some of you find love. So that's it for now. And I am so thankful for each and every one of you who are continuously supporting me and my channel. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.